Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and today's Thursday. So Johnny Litecoin is joining us. He's been running all over Jersey, causing havoc, I'm sure, and visiting our friends. So I want to let you know what he's been up to, and I think he's been on some MySpaces talking some Litecoin stuff. So we'll let you know what's happening there. We'll be right back after this quick break. Give us a like, share this video, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey, Johnny, how are you? I heard you've been out tearing up Jersey, causing trouble.
I totally was. So I was out at, I stopped at Giovanni's Deli today.
Yes.
And I posted a picture on Twitter. So that was awesome.
I'll grab that really quick. Yeah, and Dom, our friend Dom, came when we were in Jersey and stopped by. And it was great to see him. When I first met him, they had either just found out they were pregnant or just had their baby. I can't remember at the first Jersey meetup. I don't remember which one it was.
I think they had just found out they were pregnant then. And,
maybe so.
So yeah, because they definitely did. Because I remember when the baby was born, we were in the chat, and
okay.
So yeah, it was
very exciting stuff.
So
next time we have our Jersey meetup, I said this needs to be our location, or for the class or something. We need to all raid Dom's deli there, and it's in a different town though, right?
Next time you guys come to Jersey, we got to go to Dom's Deli.
Yes,
that's a must stop. Maybe like you said, do the crypto class there would be a cool.
That would be fun.
Or maybe we'll go there for lunch after the crypto class for the Johnny
just
Arms
for the
special.
insiders. Yes, the Johnny Arms special. That would be perfect. We'll have to split it though, because I'm sure it's like a huge.
I didn't even realize
sandwich.
In that picture, I was pointing at the Litecoin side, and then I put in the tweet that I got the Johnny Arms special, and I'm like, I look.
Did you flex?
No, but it looks like I'm flexing. I totally was just like me being like a dummy, like, look at the Litecoin sign.
I love it. Yeah,
it was actually cool. So where I had to stop at today was like a couple blocks from Dom's place. So it was a car wash. We had to do something there, and the guy was late. So we usually go to lunch somewhere, and I wanted to go to Dom's place anyway. So I was like, oh my God, we're waiting for the guy. I was like, let's just go there now. So it was a nice day. We walked up there, and it was awesome seeing the Litecoin sign as you come in. He's got in there too, he's got a big kind of like sign on like the deli counter that says like Bitcoin and Litecoin accepted here with the QR code on it.
That's awesome.
But when I went up to the counter, I didn't see him. I didn't tell him I was going in. I ordered the stuff, and I said, can I pay with Litecoin? And they said, of course. And I was like, okay, nice. So I was excited.
I think we're going to see more and more of that. I mean, I'm excited to see there's a lot going on in Litecoin. Miss Teen Crypto is going to be speaking with Charlie Lee at an upcoming event. Where was that? That was another thing that you had retweeted. I was looking at. It's like on November. Let's see.
Is that at the LA Blockchain Summit, which I think we got free tickets for? It's online. The Litecoin Foundation's a big sponsor there. So definitely tune into this. Miss Teen Crypto is amazing. So interviewing Charlie Lee was amazing. So two amazing people in the Litecoin community. So obviously we want to tune into that. I know I'll be. So no, exciting. Exciting
Great thing to
stuff.
support. Yeah, and then you told me that I know I had got to be a part of that Mega Chunky Buns had done a MySpace on Twitter and talked about a bunch of stuff
Twitter
development.
Spaces. Twitter
Twitter
Spaces.
Spaces,
Twitter
yeah,
Spaces.
but
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
call it MySpace on Twitter, so
Oh, do
it's
they call it
confusing
my?
to.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
I'm lost with so much of this stuff. I just
it's
go on it.
confusing to me too. Anyway, so he
It's
did that last week. I got to be a part of it, but then you said they had it again last night. I missed it, but so fill me in uh,
so Twitter
on all the things
Spaces
happening.
is pretty cool. It's kind of like a I guess it'd be kind of like a better version, a different version, of kind of similar to Clubhouse in a way. But what it makes it different than Clubhouse app, if you guys are familiar with Clubhouse app, you just go into your Twitter profile. So then
And the audio is much better on it than
it'll show like
Clubhouse.
Litecoin Lisa's in, like Johnny Litecoin's in, and then who's ever like the host or whatever can invite you up to be a speaker, or you can hit a button that says request if you want to ask questions. So I've been in a few of these with tons of. The one I think we did last week had a good amount of people in it.
Yeah.
And last night was amazing. So we started out just talking about like physical Litecoin, if that would be a benefit for anybody to have like a physical like type of wallet or thing. And I was saying, no, I like it. It's a great teaching tool. And then we got more into just talking about Flex and Network. And then we had John Kim was in the audience. So he came in, he was speaking, which was cool. And then Zinzi Wan, which he's really like he's one of the main people in the Litecoin Foundation. He was listening in. So then he came up to speak for a few minutes and gave us some updates on development and what's going on. So why don't I update you guys?
Yeah, because I missed all of that. And he's done a lot of like the anti-FUD kind of battling for Litecoin. Like he's very educated on, like you said, the development of Litecoin, what's going on, and he is kind of in the trenches for battling the FUD against Litecoin.
Yeah, so he definitely gave us a few surprises last night that one of them two of them I suspected, but one of them I was like, whoa.
Oh, cool.
So basically, I'll save the best for last. So first was that there's a stable coin being developed on Litecoin, and I guess you can guess which one that'll be. My guess is it's going to be Tether on
Really?
Omni layer.
But isn't Tether being attacked by SEC and all that?
It might be, but that again, Litecoin's open source, so anybody can do a stable coin on it. And if there's a different stable coin, then that one can. The point is, it's Tether is the most liquid cryptocurrency out there. It does the most transactions and has the most trading volume out there.
Okay.
More than anything. So whether it's being attacked by the SEC or not, I think stable coins are a bunch of baloney personally.
Okay.
I think to me, I would say Bitcoin and Litecoin are my stable coin, right? But for most people, they like these stable coins. So Tether is the most liquid, most used stable coin. So he didn't say specifically Tether. He just said a stable coin.
A stable coin. Okay.
So my speculation is it'd be Tether. And then probably you'd see maybe USDC or other ones in the future that are run on Litecoin through this Omni layer. So that was kind of something we expected because we know that that's one of the capabilities of Omni, that you can release a coin on there. And then the advantage of that right now, if you move Tether on the Bitcoin Omni layer, it costs $10 a transaction or something.
Okay.
So it's not usable. So when you have a coin that moves on Tether, moves on Ethereum or on Bitcoin, you have to pay the Ethereum network fee or the Bitcoin network fee. So obviously the advantage of building it on Litecoin is good security and super low fees. So it's like a win-win all around, especially for a stable coin. If you want it used in the real world for real world payments, you have to have you can't release something for widespread adoption that has a transaction fee that's more than a penny or two. Because then the user is going to say, I'm not doing this. I don't pay to send payments in the real world, credit cards or PayPal. Why am I going to pay to send $12? Because when you tell most people this, they don't understand what this means, a transaction fee with cryptocurrency. So let me explain to the audience. Some people might be tuning in.
Right.
What's Johnny Litecoin talking about? When you send a cryptocurrency, you as the sender pay a transaction fee. The advantage of Litecoin over Bitcoin and Ethereum is Litecoin has by far lower transaction fees. It costs 1/10 of 1 penny to send a Litecoin transaction, sometimes lower. And to send a Bitcoin transaction or Ethereum transaction could cost anywhere from $5 to $50. So you guys could see the advantage of Litecoin having these low.
Well, I think we talked about this with the consequences in El Salvador. As El Salvador brought Bitcoin on, and we were seeing that they not only had Bitcoin but Litecoin on the ATMs, we thought, well, who's going to use Bitcoin if they do have fees, because they're going to see Litecoin as an option in their wallet or on the ATM. And if they're the one paying the fee, they're going to choose, or as the movie theaters are going to start accepting Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum for movie tickets. Well, if I'm the one paying the fee and I'm buying my movie ticket,
you wouldn't do it. I
wouldn't pay for
Bitcoin or Ethereum.
My movie ticket in Bitcoin or Ethereum. No. I'm going to pay for my movie ticket in Litecoin. So I think those kind of natural consequences are going to start happening.
I wouldn't think about sending a Bitcoin transaction to pay for something unless it was something that was $500 or more. That would be the cutoff in my mind. That I'd say, all right, well, I know it's going to cost a good few dollars, so I don't want to spend a $20 transaction. It have to be like a big amount. For me, $500, that's a pretty big amount, So it would so let me connect all this together, right?
Okay.
So this is going to connect in with Lightning Network. Okay. So let me go to the second. I'm going to save the best for last.
Okay.
So second thing, they're building a wrapped Litecoin that's going to be wrapped on the Ethereum network. So right now we could wrap our Litecoin on one chain, like I've been showing you guys.
Right.
Which, by the way, you guys were talking about gas fees, which right now DeFi on Ethereum's tough to do in lower amounts because of the high gas fees, right? So that's why I personally have been using the Wand chain ecosystem, Wand Swap, and love it because you can do 500 transactions for 1 penny. But regardless of that, having a wrapped Litecoin on Ethereum is massive, regardless of what the Ethereum network fees are. Why it's massive is because Ethereum has the most liquidity in decentralized finance. I think DeFi has 120 billion in it in total value locked, maybe slightly more. And Ethereum's probably 90% of that. So you have over 100 billion in total value locked in decentralized finance. That's on the Ethereum network. So Litecoin being a liquid, stable cryptocurrency, not that it's a stable coin, but it's stable compared to most. Right. What a demand it'll have in DeFi when you could wrap it, especially having low fees to move through the bridges. So again, where we say Litecoin, the advantage, moving in and out of bridges and stuff and in and out of these networks. So, and that's what Litecoin. What were you going to say, Lisa?
I had said when we were in Utah, they said, what do you see as the future? And I told them, I was like, cross chain. That's what the future is going to be. The next big thing in crypto is we have to be able to do things cross chain. And this morning I got,
Oh,
I
you're
think it
gonna
was this
love the
morning.
last thing I tell you then, because that ties in. I'll tie it all together for you.
Okay, I'll wait on my
All right, wait.
my
So I'm gonna
my
tie it all
I'll wait
together.
on my
Then
announcement thing. Okay.
so okay. So the other thing was wrapped Ethereum. I mean, in my mind now, when you wrap Ethereum, now it's Litecoin that's taken out of the supply.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that's right. So so okay, so that's bullish for the price. So you're taking Litecoin out of
Absolutely.
supply. And obviously there's going to be a demand for this. Litecoin's a liquid crypto. You can get it anywhere. So okay, so we have that coming, which in my mind is massive. Even though I might not look, like I said, I love the Wands chain stuff because the low fees. I wouldn't mess with DeFi with large amounts right now, personally.
Yeah, it's still
Because
the Wild West in DeFi.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why but here nor there, it's going to be massive.
Hmm.
Another really big thing, there's that new miner. I don't know the name of it. I'm not a miner, and I got to credit someone else besides Zinzi. Someone else dropped this info, and I had known this, but I forgot about it that it released. So the miner is bringing a lot more hash rate to the Litecoin network. So this is going to be bullish for price as well, because generally price follows hash rate. Hash rate's rising. And especially too, if Dogecoin pumps, then you have more incentive to mine Dogecoin, and you're also merge mining Litecoin. So it'll bring both hash rates up of both networks. So the hash rate's already been spiking pretty big the last week or so. So that's really
this
bullish.
new miner is like a whole new rig people have to buy,
whole new
or
rig. So there hasn't been a new miner for Litecoin in a while. So this is big and has more power. Maybe it's the L3. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay.
They were talking about, again, I'm not a miner. I'm sorry, you guys. Mining is what I know the least about in the crypto space. I do apologize. Maybe we could have somebody come on if someone is out there that knows a lot about mining. I'd love to have them on the show to talk to you guys about Litecoin mining and, mining script mining algorithm.
I know nothing about mining.
The benefit is with Litecoin, how the merge mining works, you mine Litecoin and Dogecoin at the same time.
Well, I know I have a friend here in Oklahoma City who's a miner. I had him on the show before, and he was mining Grincoin, which was compatible with Litecoin somehow.
Okay, that's probably also a script. I think it's probably also a script coin.
Okay.
For any of the script coins, you can mine multiple.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So lots of good stuff for Litecoin.
Let me give you the most bullish. So then another bomb got dropped on us of excitement is that a wallet is being developed for the Litecoin Lightning Network. This is an easy-to-use mobile wallet, and you're going to be able to do a cross-chain swap for fractions of a penny between Bitcoin and Litecoin.
Interesting.
And that's what I always said was going to eventually happen, but they needed to be tied together with a application that people can use. And now we heard last night that this is being worked on and is going to come to us. This is amazing because now you were just talking about El Salvador before. Mm-hmm. They're going to use Lightning Network a lot. So key is with Lightning Network is going to get a lot of use. So if you can do a swap easily on Lightning Network, oh my God, this is amazing. And the whole key behind it is having something easy for people to use. All this stuff's great, but if you got to be a computer scientist to figure it out, no one's going to use it.
Right.
So it's easy to use. So that to me was super exciting. Let's talk about the demand now for Litecoin. Say you even, that's demand for Litecoin for people that want to buy Bitcoin. You
to be able
say,
to buy the Litecoin and then swap it for pennies into Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying?
Buy
Yeah.
Litecoin, move it into a Lightning channel, fast, and then swap it, do a cross-chain swap real quick, and now you got your Bitcoin that you wanted. I mean, maximalists will be using this. They won't tell you they'll be using it. They'll be sweating their Litecoin app when this is out. It'll be their best friend. They'll be going to bed next to it at night.
Yeah, because can you imagine trying to buy Bitcoin and move it off an exchange with those kind of fees? They wouldn't have to do that. They'd be able to avoid those fees.
Yeah.
Moving Bitcoin around. That would be huge. Yeah, for sure.
It's just, to me, that's all awesome stuff that's coming to Litecoin. And then obviously we have the halving coming up in 2023. What that means is every 4 years, Bitcoin and Litecoin, they have what's called a halving, a block reward halving. What that means is the amount of coins that are mined in each block is cut in half. And this, every 4 years, the amount that's mined is cut in half. All right. Mm-hmm. So what happens is with this halving, when you have any type of market with any type of asset or any type of commodity, and you have, say you have steady demand, okay? And now all of a sudden you cut the supply in half and the demand stays constant. Well, the price has to rise because your demand stayed constant, but you cut the supply in half. That's economics. That's how supply and demand works.
Right. It's the same thing where the Shiba community, is talking about burning tokens. They're going to cut their supply. So that's another thing where it would drive the price up.
But then what's happening as well, we're going into more of a digital age. So why would supply stay constant or demand stay constant? To me, demand's
going to increase. Yeah.
Demand is going to increase for Bitcoin and Litecoin because the world's turning more digital. There's more valves into crypto of ways to get it. So this isn't me making this up. This isn't me speculating. We can look at the blockchain data. Look at the number of Litecoin transactions per day. I think Cointelegraph even wrote an article about it yesterday. But what I want to highlight is when I got involved with Litecoin, for really going out there and talking to people about Litecoin, right? And I used to say, well, the network was doing 20 to 25,000 transactions per day. And, it settled a lot of, it was probably about $100 million or whatever. And I was like, well, it's doing 100 million a day, 20,000, 25,000 transactions. To me, that was big, right? In this decentralized manner. Now it's Litecoin Network's doing 125,000, 150,000 transactions per day. So that shows the demand in the use. The transactions are occurring because there's a demand to use Litecoin. So again, you're coming into this halving event, 2023. Demand is most likely going to be increasing and supply is going to be cut in half. And the world is now going to know, besides for that, we'll probably get a pump. And I don't like to promote a pump or this or that, but we probably will get a pump because now the world's going to be woken up to crypto. And they're going to know more about this. They're going to say, Litecoin is a halving too, like Bitcoin has. Whoa. And then with all these other things I'm telling you, then
I think the whole point that it's not that Litecoin doesn't definitely or necessarily needs the Lightning Network, but Bitcoin needs the Lightning Network for that swap to happen, where it lowers the fees, where people could buy Litecoin and then swap it to Bitcoin by using the Lightning Network within the app. That's huge, I think, for
Huge.
people looking for that store of wealth. Hearing the news today that Biden is considering giving families that were separated at the border under DJT $500,000 is just obscene. And if that's not devaluing the dollar, I don't even want to call it our dollar anymore. It's not my dollar. I just think more and more people are going to be looking for places to store their labor value, and looking for places to, find those hard assets. So it's just insane to me, completely insane. I know you turned us on to unstoppable domains, so I wanted to share this information. Zilliqa and Polygon is, the ticker is Matic. Those are one of the things that I shared with my Patreon with SL, and this was some pretty incredible. So previously, unstoppable domains was on Ethereum. Well, the fees were so high, people were like really struggling getting their unstoppable domains. So they switched over to Polygon. Polygon is not an Ethereum killer. It's to be a solution to help.
Polygon is a layer 2.
It's a layer 2. Yeah. And they're bringing in, they're bridging Zilliqa and Ethereum assets. So this is like a win-win-win-win all day long. If you're on my Patreon, you would already know this. The people that have Matic or Polygon have been very happy today. This has helped unstoppable domains, as well as it's going to help. This is more of that bridging. This is where crypto helps crypto. You're not the enemy.
Like a Matic token, Lisa? Are you in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I use it a lot. So I actually, there's a lot of use in the token because obviously it's the gas fees for a lot of stuff that it integrates into a lot. One thing I'll tell you, it's very useful. It's funny. It's actually the coin that I use a lot because I'll need it for the gas fees.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really buy a lot of it thinking about it as an investment. But what I had in there for gas fees, I was like, oh wow, now the gas is worth a lot more. But
it's the reverse of being under Biden.
One thing I'll caution anybody about is that gas fees do fluctuate on that network. So I was doing transactions where, like, on a Monday morning, it might hit you at a transaction fee of like 0.9 Matic, which is high.
Oh, okay.
Normally it's less than 0.01 Matic, which is like probably close to a penny or whatever.
So you need to kind of pay attention to what the fee is and watch the timing of it.
I noticed, because I think too it can get a little congested. So I noticed, like, Monday mornings, the Ethereum gas fees are like sky high as well. So maybe that's carrying over into the
that may be, yeah. They also mentioned Zilliqa in that project, so I need to do more research on it. But I know it's affected the price of Matic today, and some people are really excited about it. So thought that was some good news for the fam, and excited to hear that. I think, we're in this, we're in it. There's a lot of adoption happening and a lot of things moving. I'm excited to hear all that development in Litecoin, and we've certainly paid our dues, and it's time for that baby to run. And
give us a SHIB update, Lisa, because I'm not into it. I don't own any of it, but I'm fascinated by it. And I want to hear, because I know
I'm not the expert at any means, but we've been into it for a long time. So it started out as a meme coin, but they actually have a really strong community. It's got a huge market cap. There's strong development on it. They have their own swap, Shiba Swap. They have their own blockchain. and they have their own NFTs. They have I know I'm forgetting stuff too,
Well, a
but
lot has been developed on it, is what you're saying.
yeah, and they also have a really strong community. So Vitalik was given, like, I can't remember how much, a ton in a wallet, and then he looked at it and he was like, "What is this?" And so he donated it to like some, I don't know, some charity for good. And then the Shiba community got upset or something and thought they were, but then they kind of came around to it and was like, and then they embraced that good deed. And now there's been this whole change of heart and a bunch of development on it. And it's been a really positive thing. And the community in it is so committed to it getting to a penny that they're like, we're willing to burn our own tokens. And several people have burned like millions of tokens or billions, I don't know.
Okay. Wow.
And so they're really committed to it. And like I said, there's development on it. There's actually a restaurant in Paris that accepts Shiba. There's all kinds of things going on with it. So my psychic friend is saying that like Floki is the next kind of thing. Those are the kind of things we share on Patreon. But
okay, yeah, I know. I know somebody's. I know a few people have been talking about that Floki. So how do you get that coin, or where's that located at?
I think that is I want to say that's a KuCoin thing, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go do my research.
Yeah, I like all this stuff I'll tell you why. I like that it brings a lot of people into crypto as well. So this is hitting people like, I could go out and talk about Litecoin till I'm blue in the face, and I couldn't touch nearly as many people as are getting affected by seeing Shiba Inu coin take off, and it's fascinating to people. So
to me, it's a little bit of a Tea Party thing. It's a little bit of a FUJB. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing what to our dollar? Well, then I don't want those anymore. What can you know what I mean?
I'll use Shiba Inu coin. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. And so I don't know. I just think it's really interesting to watch. And maybe it's a bridge or an adoption and they can learn about other things. I in no way think it's like, it's not our largest holding in any way.
Okay,
when we got into it originally, it was kind of a lottery ticket thing, but I've been excited to see that the community said, oh, it was a puka shell, but now we decided to turn it into something else and to build on it. And we created some infrastructure in it, and they made a swap, and they made a blockchain that used it, and they made things that use it. So I think that's where free markets come in. And so if that's what the free market says, we say we listen to the free markets are the truth. And then people that didn't get into it have this kind of, sour grape kind of attitude for it, that I'm like, you say you're into crypto for the freedom, but then when something
doesn't go their way,
doesn't go your way because you didn't listen to the freedom, when the freedom speaks, like, don't hate the freedom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and even if you don't like it, like, look at it as it brought people in that would never be into crypto. And now, they have more money than they had. So they're more likely to buy your, like.
Then they're going to be looking for other things to diversify, other projects.
Litecoin that never was into cryptos, it'd be a hard thing for them to wrap their brain around. But if they had just bought Shiba Inu coin and made 500% on their money, and then I was like, hey, why don't you download a Litecoin wallet? Want to teach you a little bit about cryptos and blockchain? They'd be more into it and more apt to learn. So I always look at everything in life as an opportunity. Price goes up, opportunity. Price goes down, opportunity. Price goes sideways, opportunity. You always have to look for the opportunity. If you're looking at everything bad, then it's kind of like the karmic energy. You're going to get bad back. If you look at everything good, you should generally get good back.
Yeah. And to me, this crypto community, that's where I want to feed in, put positive energy. If somebody's winning in this space, that's what I want to celebrate and be a part of. whether I'm a part of it or not. Mostly outside of XRP, just because to me they're still part of the bankster thing. But even in that, like if you choose that, at least it's not, the Fed, and maybe that's your bridge to crypto. But you know what I mean? Like I think that we have to understand who the enemy really is, and it's not crypto.
And the thing is, if somebody hits up, say someone puts $1,000 into a penny crypto, right?
Mm-hmm.
And say they had $5,000 in Litecoin, $5,000 in Bitcoin, and $5,000 in Ethereum, and they took $1,000 and bought a penny crypto, and it took off, and they got a 50x return, right?
Yeah.
And now they got $50,000. Well, now they have way more spending power to buy.
Yeah. Where do you think they're going to put it? Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to.
So if that, I would advise that person. I'd be like, well, hey, why don't you take half of it now and put it into Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, and the other half, you know what, go out and blow it on whatever you want.
Pay your debts off. Get out of debt.
But then at that point in time,
out of debt.
They have way more Bitcoin and Litecoin than they started with. So if you look at it that way, it's bullish for other.
Does anybody have a wrench? I can't, for some reason, wrench that person. Anyway. Okay. Well, I think we're past our time anyway. We should go because there's perverts in the chat.
Yeah, we don't want that. Well, we're past our time anyway. So that was a good cut. Good time to cut us off. Well, great show, you guys.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. All right. We will see you guys next time. We're going to do the show a little bit early because I've got to get on the road to get to Tulsa. If you guys are in the Tulsa area, please join me tomorrow in Tulsa at bar 473. I will be posting more information on Twitter, and I'll try to do a post here on YouTube to give you more information as well. So take care, everybody. Thanks, Johnny. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.